Carl Schlacht, and you're watching BRL on Racer TV.
Carl Schlacht once again getting a great start. I believe this is his first weekend racing with the BRL. Obviously an accomplished motocross, supercross racer, now taking it to the street.
Carl Schlacht is a racer that's competing in this class.
He's on that Speed Farm HHI Suburban Motors Harley Davidson backed machine.
You know, we're out here racing. I'm feeling real good. The track's a lot of fun, and just pumped to be out here racing.
Carl Schlacht will be heading out here in the Super Street class.
Everybody wants that #1 position and wants that championship. There's the green flags down, and they are headed into turn #1. We have officially kicked the 2024 Bagger Racing League season off, and let's see who is going to be leading them out into turn #1. Looks like that's going to be the number 8 of Carl Schlacht grabbing the early lead.
This looks like the best battle on track right now for third place and final podium position. I think Carl, you know, being an accomplished supercross, motocross rider, he's used to podium finishes, and he wants that third place real bad. What's the scariest part? And it's not the 120, 130, 140 miles per hour. It's the turn at the end of that.
And Carl Schlacht, they're doing a great job on the number 8. Carl Schlacht and Philip Doty rounding out your top 5.
Carl Schlacht on the number 8, charging hard off the line.
Yeah, I think, you know, Carl's a perfect example. He finished 4th. He really wants to get up on the podium. Carl is really looking to make some, you know, moves. He made some adjustments to the bike overnight. I talked to him last night.
Jake Masters going to grab the win with Chris Rivas and Sean Hoffman rounding out your podium. Carl Schlacht and Philip Doty, your top 5.
So these guys are looking for a green flag. Here we go.
There it is.
Carl riding the wheelie all the way down the front stretch. All right, everybody, put it together. You worked real hard. You built this bike all winter long. This is your first race. To take home some hardware, it's got to feel good.
Twisting the throttle, railing these corners. I mean, that is fun.
Everybody, put your hands together for Carl Schlacht, your #1 finisher in the ATU class. Congrats, Carl.
Speed Farm, baby!
The Drag Specialties Battle of the Baggers is back at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan for round number 4 of the 2024 season. Carl Schlacht, who we talked to a little bit earlier as well, he's on that Speed Farm HHI Suburban Motors Harley Davidson. And the green flag's waving. We're racing here for the Barnett Super Street Bagger class. And look at that, as always, Carl Schlacht getting a great drive from the outside.
Carl had he was out front, had a wheel on everybody, but was just on the outside, and Jake took the inside line and took the lead.
Carl hangs on to the second place spot, looks like just in front of Rivas.
The lead, I would expect to see, you know, Carl, Rivas, Sean Hoffman, some of our other podium contenders yesterday really battling out for that second place. They're going to hope for a bobble or mistake from Masters. I think that's going to be their only shot at him today, and we'll see how this shakes out.
So it looks like Schlacht just pulling away a little bit in that second place spot. Carl Schlacht putting up a great fight, getting a great jump from the outside. Carl is 3rd on the grid for us. He's on the number 8 coming out of Ohio. Green flag is up in the air and it is waving. So we are off and rolling for the Barnett Clutches and Cables Super Street Bagger class. And it's a drag race headed into turn 1 with Masters holding the inside.
Yeah, Carl with a good start there, trying to challenge Jake into turn 1. He just had to lift just a little earlier than Jake. Jake had the preferred line there, and off into turn 2 and up the hill. We got a 3-way battle for second place here. We got Carl Schlacht and Chris Rivas in there.
Carl Schlacht, perfect example, former pro motocross and supercross racer. It was a drag race up into turn number 1 between Jake Masters and Carl Schlacht on that number 8 machine. This was the battle on the track, though. Carl Schlacht doing a great job. Really solid starter is the number 8 of Schlacht. He was able to get up front early. Green flag is up in the air, and we're racing here for the Zippers Performance American Twins Unlimited class.
Wow, Carl got a great jump.
Carl Schlacht, I don't know what the guy is doing, but he is an absolute rocket ship off of the grid. Seems like every time the flag drops, he's up towards the front.
Maybe it's all them supercross gate drops.
Maybe.
You know, he's learned that starts are huge, and he's got them nailed. Because every time he is just launching off the line and getting good starts and trying to be first into turn 1.
And we are racing once again for the Barnett Super Street Bagger class. A solid drive once again from the second row. Carl Schlacht trying to get up in the mix.
Carl with a great start. He, man, he's got those starts dialed from the back row up to second place.
As Carl Schlacht now finds himself in the third place spot. Well, these are probably the two closest riders on courses. Carl really trying to hang on to Hoffman as Carl Schlacht and Sean Hoffman fight over second place. Carl doing a great job putting up a fight. Revis runs it up the inside, trying to find a way around the number 8 of Schlack, but Carl doing a great job.
Yeah, it was a good ride for Carl. He's got to, be happy with that. I think Carl, him and his dad are working real hard on that motorcycle, trying to develop it.
We can't forget about Carl Schlacht on the number 8 from Ohio. He's on that Speed Farm HHI Suburban Motos Harley Davidson backed ride. It's up and it's waving. Green flag off and rolling, and we're racing here in the Zippers Performance American Twins Unlimited class. Carl Schlacht not getting the standard great jump that we're used to from the number 8, but he finds himself in the third place position right now.
Well, and he's also, taken off from a dead stand compared to two motorcycles that are probably half the weight of his motorcycle. So, Carl's a great starter, but when you're, trying to get a 600-pound motorcycle off the line from a dead start compared to those Buells that are probably around 300 pounds, that's a big disadvantage for Carl. So he probably still had a great start, probably just didn't look like it compared to those two.
All right, everybody, make some noise. This is your Barnett Clutches and Cables Super Street class. Podium finishers, Carl coming in third.
Yeah, first thing you know, I want to get the whole shot. So get going right away real good and get ahead of some of these guys.
Right on, everybody. Put your hands together for Carl Schlacht, our third place finisher in the Barnett Clutches and Cables Super Street class.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park and the inaugural Bagger Racing League races at this track. Waiting for those starting lights to go off. There's your pole sitter, Sam Garrett, and Michael, looks like Sam got a great start on the Harley.
He did, Pat. Challenging conditions for all the riders here. Mixed track, a little wet, a little mostly dry, but there is water running across in a few spots.
Throttle control, there's no ABS, there's nothing. It's a more stable, the longer wheelbase, and it's heavier. It's 600 pounds of steel.
Two different motorcycles this weekend. He's riding the Superbike and the Bagger League bikes. Completely different characteristics, as he mentioned.
Rounding out your top 5, Schlack, Hoffman. There's Sam Guerin receiving his BRL award as he takes the win over Cody Gilmore. There you see the margin of victory, a little over 14 seconds. The track conditions are still lots of damp spots. The lights go out, and Sam Guerin once again from that pole position down into turn 1. Good start for Cody Gilmore on that red number 374 machine, tucked right in as they head up the hill to turn number 2. Hoffman, Schlack, and then Janisch.
Sam sporting his proud new belt. Following Sam, Cody Gilmore, Michael Wells, Jake Masters, Craig Braymiller, Sean Hoffman, Carl Schlacht, and Jesse Janisch.
For Michael Taylor and our Bridgestone pit reporter Sarah Said, this is Pat Gonzalez saying so long from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Drag Specialties Battle of the Baggers season finale. American Twins Unlimited class. We've got a battle going on in that class for the championship.
Wow, Carl coming from the back row there. He's going to try and go into the corner first here.
Yeah, what a start from the number 8 of Carl Schlacht, and that has kind of been Carl's MO. The guy is a rocket ship off the line.
He's definitely doing that gate drop, supercross, motocross background, getting the jump on the line and getting the power to the ground. And, he is a start master.
We take a look at the Alpine Stars rapid replay. Look at the jump once again. I cannot stress how impressive it is each and every round. Carl Schlacht, an absolute rocket ship off the line. Gonna throw that number 8 machine up on the stand. Here at Bagger Racing League, we put the bikes on display as well. We put them right up front so you can look at them. You can see exactly what these folks did battle on and what they were riding when they went out and performed for you guys. So really cool opportunity for you to get up close and personal with the machines as well as with the riders. Jake Masters and Carl Schlacht, they're talking about the race, going back and forth, talking about maybe the whole season. I mean, these guys have been with us from the start of the season to now, and really making sure that Carl, obviously not just a racer with us, but helping to promote the series and continuing to help us grow. And hats are flying, trophies are getting passed out. It's chaos down there at the podium, but that's the way it should be.
Hey, we are down here in Winter Circle with our podium finishers. This is the Barnett's Clutches and Cables Super Street Class Podium. Carl, what a way to finish off the season. Third place on the day. Walk us through your race.
First of all, the whole season was awesome. Today, I just try to get out front and get away from some of these guys that, they probably get around me, but I had a blast. Big shout out to Sean and Jake. They were riding great all season, and the track was awesome today. We didn't have as much wind, and I just had a blast out there. Couldn't wait to get to the checkered.
Carl, I know you got a long list of sponsors. Who do you need to thank today?
Thanks, Tony. First, you and the whole BRL crew. Chance at Barnett for sponsoring the class. Of course, the Lord for keeping me safe. My family back home. Joe at Suburban Fueling, Motozilli, Palm Pouch, Rory Bridgestone, all those guys, man. Sly Fox, Custom Culture, Ultra Cool, Tubo, Suspension helping me out. We're really looking forward to next year with HHI, Hawg Halters. Great to have Mark and Beth here. And everybody, OG, Aiden Customs, Empire Home, Remodeling, Ernesto, thank you. Man, too many to list. DP Brakes, Larry Mills, amazing. Everybody who got this whole season and kept me out here, thank you. Everyone I forgot, I love you.
Right on. Thank you, Carl, and congratulations on your third place finisher. We got Chance Darling bringing in your third place trophy.
Kicking things off in style. A huge congrats to Carl, their third on the day. That's what it's all about. Been working hard for it, looking good, and man, what a way to finish this season. I mean, these guys have been consistent all year long. They've been working hard, and just goes to show that Barnett Cables and Clutches Super Street Bagger class looking very strong for next year.
Yeah, we are back down here in Winter Circle. We got another #1 plate to present. Carl Schlacht, our ATU Zippers Performance ATU champion on the season. It's my honor to present you with the #1 plate in our class. Congratulations, Carl.
Thanks, Tony. It's been a long season, and this is what we're fighting for, that #1 plate. So thanks, Lord, for keeping us safe. Everybody behind us. See you next year.
Right on. Congratulations, Carl.
Thanks, Tony.
Carl Schlacht earning that #1 plate, holding it up, well deserved. Another championship in the books, another #1 plate passed out, and another season in the books. We'll see you guys next time out at the races for BRL.